That was Madrigale, a group of musical performers singing traditional Renaissance and medieval music. Madrigale performs throughout the year in and around Southern California and sometimes beyond. The group sings at numerous outdoor fairs, including the huge Southern and Northern California Renaissance fairs. Madrigale also performs regularly at private functions and fundraisers. Hello, I'm your master of ceremonies. This is Carnevale Ventura, the fashion show. My name is Giuseppe Fucate. I am the senior fashion editor for the Venetian Sun Times. Now I would like to introduce to you Mr. George Stuart.
Well, first of all, I think we should give a big round of applause to the Madrigale singers who've been entertaining us for the last hour. Absolutely. Wasn't that a delightful way to begin the affair? Well, of course, this whole project was the heart and soul of Leroy Becker. And he is the head of the Historical Figures Foundation who sponsors this event. And I'm delighted to have you come and join us. I hope you will continue to stay on and, of course, participate in this event. We want to thank Angel Jones for her magnificent assembly of today's event, all her marvelous craftspeople who've contributed, everybody in costume. I can see you're all dressed for the nines. Some of you made an effort, and that's wonderful. You can see I'm dressed for Halloween. There were a lot of sponsors outside in the community who contributed toward the Carnevale, which will go, of course, into 2013. And we're all looking forward to that. This is the opening shot in the affair, and I think it's exciting possibilities. The Renaissance has been a reenactment, of course, has been an inspiration to thousands of people over the years. Cinquecento, 1490s to 1520s, a wonderful period full of rape, murder, sex, violence, and beautiful costumes. Yes, give us an applause for that. Well, of course, it's to Mr. Becker that we owe the event of bringing the Borgia to Ventura. I don't think they've been here before, at least not on our city council yet. But this is bringing us together with the idea of celebrating the Renaissance and our delight in recreating and dressing up. I know most people love to dress up, so share your costumes, which I think will be lovely this evening. This afternoon, we're going to have 50 or so magnificent things to look at, and the way I'm referring to the models and the costumes as they appear for us. And we're all looking forward to that. Thank you for coming, and do go on to Market Pavilion, and we'll see you all there. And thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Mr. Stewart. All right, on with the show. I'd like to point out that in your program, you're going to see price points for each of the designer's creations. And you're going to note something which is the percentage of each designer's piece that is either hand-sewn or machine-sewn. It's going to give you a clear idea of perhaps why some items are more expensive than others. Note that because there's been a lot of work going into these magnificent creations. I'd like to point out my ravishing ensemble created by Mr. Robert Lamarche. It is a fantastic Venetian piece that is noteworthy because of its golden doublet made of different yet coordinating pieces of rich brocade, creating a visual texture. The stunning sleeves made of a beaded de piano silk are edged with stiffened lace, as is the collar, cuffs. My Venetian pantaloons and short cape complete the late 16th century ensemble. It is fantastic to wear and travels like a dream. All right, a little word about the designer, Robert Lamarche. He's Canadian-born. His company is called King Robert. It creates commissioned masks and costumes of the Renaissance. Costumers come from as far away as the United Kingdom, Denmark, and Asia. His training is as a fine artist, and his passion for period authenticity make him a formidable presence in the field of Renaissance reenactment costuming. Lamarche resides in the local Ojai Valley. All right, we're going to go on with the show, except I would like to mention that after our show, downstairs in the Great Hall is our marketplace where you can speak to most of our designers in person, look at their work, and perhaps purchase something for that fair on the horizon, perhaps Halloween. Canes you shall see and walking sticks on the runway are provided by a company called Cold Steel, who can also help you with all your period weapon needs. Everything but the catapults. Fashion Forms, the company, underdresses our ladies. What's under your costume? Well, under our ladies' costumes are Fashion Form's latest designs available at Macy's and Macy's.com. All right. Moving on. The Renaissance music starts. Goes a little something like this. Here are Ventura High School dance team. VHS Dance Team is a jazz-based performance group founded in 2002 by students of Ventura High School. They perform year-round at a variety of Ventura High School sporting events, as well as dance concerts, talent shows, and community service events, coached by Miss Samantha Hazen. They will be our palette cleansers between designers. Here now is model Raul N. Gudino. He is resplendent in a design by Robert Lamarche. It is called the French Valoise. Coming from an age when wretched excess was mandatory for the high aristocracy, this high-beaded ensemble is crafted of Belgian tapestry and rich velvet. Coupled with a matching beaded mask, this princely outfit will make you, or anyone, the beau of the masquerade. Our next designer is Fair Ladies and Fair Lords. Freelance designer Martina Livingston works in San Diego with clientele such as the Lost Colony Theater and the Cabrillo National Monument. Ms. Livingston holds a Bachelor of Arts from the Webster University and has several degrees in fashion design and the arts. Here are our models, Sarah Kovalt and Aragon Marks. Sarah is dressed as a Carnevale Venetian noblewoman. The gown is made of taffeta with a velveteen pillbox and batiste cotton veil, a batiste cotton with lace, shift, cotton stockings, and velvet slippers. Our male model is Aragon Marks. He wears a doublet in satin, sleeveless, velveteen, demi-cape lined in satin, cotton tights, black and cream, cotton canvas shoes, and jacquard Venetian hat. Sarah is a sophomore at Buena High School and hopes to study acting and continue on with her love of fashion. Aragon is a local artist, a much-loved uncle, and a hard-working Carnevale Ventura volunteer. Our next couple are Amelia Kovalt and Tyler Brown. Amelia wears the Duchess. This exquisite costume set begins with a back-laced bodice styled with epaulets and waist peplum. Includes tie and sleeves, a graceful full skirt with a set-in waistband completed with a stylish Venetian hat. Hoop skirt, long shift made from luxury cotton batiste with a high collar edged in gold braid. Socks and shoes in deep blue pin-tuck taffeta with gold gimp trim. The Duke in a matching ensemble. His finery consists of a fancy doublet, epaulets, collar, shoes, socks, peplum, made again in blue pin-tuck taffeta. Also includes sleeves, Venetian-style breeches, and an Italian bonnet. The ensemble includes a fine cotton shirt, gold braid trim, and ruffle in the collar and cuffs. Amelia is a senior at Foothills Tech High School and hopes to continue study in theater when she goes to college. Tyler is a very cool guy who got roped into this somehow. A mention of their masks, which are by the design team of Astura Leather. Next designer is Joyce Abelson. custom orders only. Our first model is Coral Young. Coral is very fetching in a regal purple velvet gown with a jewel trim black and lace accent. Please note that the mask is included in the price of the costume. Down the way we have model Tristan Marks. He wears the velvet top and trousers, including an emblem and regal-like trim. The mask and hat are included in the price of the costume. Our next creations are of the homegrown variety. They are made with simplicity and Butterick patterns available at places like Joanne Fabrics and Michael's. Our models are Alyssa and Ashley. Last name Horton. The girls made these pieces for their Historical Figure Day, a project for their 7th grade history class at Chaparral Middle School. The students were asked by their teachers to be creative with the items that they make their clothes out of. So the girls took the curtains off of the windows in their house, perhaps frustrating their parents. Alyssa is currently serving as president of the Chaparral Middle School Orchestra in Moore Park, and Ashley Horton is an 8th grader and enjoys decorating and creating a variety of items with duct tape. Both the sisters have been honored as princesses on the county and state level in the pageant circuit. Next design, Wenches and Warriors Deluxe Costume Rentals. High-end deluxe costume rentals specialize in group parties of 10 or more. Individual characters available in popular characters only. Rates range but can start as low as $25 a person. Here is actress Araceli Snyder, beloved daughter, and a favorite former student of mine. She wears a costume entitled Queen for a Day. Long beribboned braids, spangly masked crown in rich colors. Our next model down the way is Miriam Larson. She attends Cabria Middle School and was recently seen in Captain Louis in the Rubicon Theater's youth program. Miriam wears a costume as a simple lady in waiting. Stylish, just not as grand as Queen for the Day. Our next model is Deborah Snyder, theater lover, passionate about costumes. She is the Lady Knight, Joan of Arc, strong, brave, not afraid of fire, enemy of the church, friend of God. Her lame ensemble simulates chainmail, is easy to wear, but sadly is not machine washable. Next designer is Michelle Fenema. Custom order headpieces only. Ms. Fenema tells us, "At present, I create noble women costumes for myself as a hobbyist for the Renaissance Pleasure Fair, where I am a member of the Queen's Court. She's been a milliner for over 7 years and has been designing since childhood." Our beautiful model is Kayla Bailey, Miss Ventura County, 2012. Kayla is a graduate student, holding a BA in music from California Lutheran University, and currently is earning her master's in vocal arts at Cal State Northridge. Kayla is currently rehearsing a University of Fall opera production of Cinderella, which opens October 26th. Her headpiece creation is called, appropriately, Aphrodite. It is a French hood headdress, adaptation in wine velvet, with Swarovski crystals, freshwater pearls, filigree findings, and emblazoned with vintage jewelry. Design inspiration is based upon vine and floral designs seen in Renaissance embroidery, manuscripts, building facades, ironwork, and jewelry. The headdress is constructed from scratch, and much of the metalwork is created by piecing together various findings. The majority of the piece is hand-sewn and took as many as 200 hours to complete. Next designer, Cape designer Lou Lane. Custom orders only. Our model is Susan Van Abel, who currently serves on the board of directors of the renowned Rubicon Theater Company, Ventura's own small professional theater. Our next designer is Ms. April Ray Tackett, Dragon Con artist. April Ray Tackett will apply her talents and experience with fantasy costume to designing and showing Venetian carnival apparel. Her works have been seen in Fashion Week Ventura, Fashion Week San Jose, and many others, as well as charity events, small stage productions, including Coastline and Rubicon Theater Workshop. Our male model is Scott Tackett, supportive and long-suffering husband of our own April Ray. He is wearing wata in blue, modernized houppelande in blue and silver brocade and blue velvet with silver and pearl beaded accents. Leather bought mask in matching colors. Mask is hand-tooled and sculpted from saddle leather. All trim work on the cape is hand-sewn. It's a triple velvet ensemble with no stretch and Dupion silk liner. Our lady model down the way is Anne Wiley, local grande dame and legendary volunteer. She wears a piece called Blue Peacock, triple skirted ball gown, elongated sleeves and bracers, peacock mask, hand-tooled, sculpted, and painted again in saddle leather. The gown is satin, double-sixth georgette, silk and brocade, with ribboning and pearlized beads. Mask contains feathers from local peacocks and can be worn with ribbon ties or attached to a stick for convenience. Dress laces in back with modesty panel allowing for form-fitting in multiple body types. All detailing is hand-sewn. Our next model, Megan Tackett with dog Jake. She wears impressions of Pierrot, modernized Pierrot in satin gown, chiffon ruffles, leather accents, dainty leather mask, leather corset carved with many images of Vincent van Gogh's most captivating work. The gown is detailed with leather dressage points, highlighting a candlelight white Duchess satin. The chiffon ruffles, trademark Pierrot, are hand-pleated from delicate chiffon. The mask is hand-sculpted and dyed. The corset is hand-cut from a single piece of saddle leather and etched with a recurring Van Gogh theme. Please note, the whip is not included. Down the way we have Justin Tackett in the Little Plague Doctor costume. Black velvet-fitted cape with sleeves, faux leather hat, sculpted mask in traditional Plague Doctor style. The mask is lined in soft foam and sculpted from drywall joint compound, then painted in accents of pewter gold, crackled white. The hat is hand-sewn. Cape is triple velvet, no stretch, satin accents, form-fitted with epaulets down. And in comes Rachel Tackett in red velvet phoenix, old world style velvet gown with leather phoenix mask, headdress, natural feathers, and hand beaded in red with gold. Dress is completely hand sewn around model, empire waist, pleated triple velvet, burned out velvet skirting, detailed in beads reminiscent of fire, mask hand-tooled, sculpted from saddle leather, accented dyed feathers. Our male model is Austin Wheeling, Wata in red. Old world cloak gown in red brocade and velvet with gold accent, leather but a mask dyed in a hawk design. Cloak and detailing is hand-sewn. Entire piece is created to accent the phoenix above. Mask is hand-tooled, sculpted, and dyed again from saddle leather. And here is model Amy Heiss, Rubicon actress and amazing Carnevale Ventura volunteer. Amy wants a shout-out to her sister Heather, who is our amazing Carnevale Ventura volunteer coordinator. Amy wears autumn opera in aubergine, purple scoop gown with train, overskirting with decorative corset, cut top in velvet with gold accents, leather mask with opera motif. Leather is hand-tooled, carved, sculpted, and dyed from vegetable tanned leather. A closer look at the mask will reveal not only musical accents, but the first bars of Vivaldi's Autumn. They're carved right into the piece. Satin gown, soft flowing design, hand beadwork, overskirting, velvet gold trim. Next designer, Samaya, the expression of timeless. She earned her associate degree in fashion at Los Angeles Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. Our first model is Taylor Thompson, Miss Teen Simi Valley. She's a proud cheerleader at Royal High School. Taylor is gorgeous in a four-piece black and white ensemble featuring a regal brocade Cesare coat. Next model is Shelby Herzig, Miss Simi Valley 2012, and a current student of university at the University of San Diego. Shelby wears a four-piece outfit in pastel shades with a wine silk velvet hooded cape. Our next designer, Heart's Delight, natural fiber clothiers and fantasy gift items specializing in Renaissance and garden weddings. Their storefront is at 522 East Main Street, Ventura. Our first model is Juliana Sokol. Juliana attends Balboa Middle School, loves to sing and act, take classes at the Rubicon. Down the way we have Julie McCaslin, a fourth grader at Miners Oak School. She is 9 years old. And here is Mr. David Schwartz, swordsman. David is dressed as a traditional courtier. Salute. En garde. Salute. En garde. Well done, sir.
Not so that.
Joe! En garde!
And Joan of Arc wins again, followed by a faithful Catholic entourage. Our next designer, for more than 20 years, Angel Jones has been designing for shows from the Ronald Reagan Museum, New York City, back again to Ventura, our own Rubicon Theater. As a personal designer, Angel's more notable celebrity clients include Stephanie Zimbalist, Sage Stallone, Olivia Newton-John, and Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. Miss Jones owns and manages Wenches and Warriors, a deluxe costume rental store specializing again in large groups With 6+ years teaching for the City of Ventura College, Angel looks forward to further supporting the community in costume design and construction. Here we have model Baisley Serrato, a starting student at Buena High School. She wears Lady Clever. Next model is Kendall Kincaid, Rubicon actress, cool kid. Kendall is dressed as Midnight Hours. Down the runway soon to come. What we've been waiting for. Mr. George Stewart's historical figures come to life. Here we have model and designer Robert Lamarche as Juan Borgia. This stunning ensemble was created to reproduce as closely as possible the costume designed by Mr. George Stewart for his historic figure of Juan Borgia, reflecting the fashion of late 15th century Italian Renaissance. This costume consists of a cotton silk sateen shirt, blue and gold Dupioni silk doublet with modular detachable sleeves, short breeches in blue Dupioni silk, golden lace, a golden silk jerkin, blue satin cape, and a glorious blue velour hat with hand-dyed ostrich feathers. All of the applique decoration and metallic gold trim sewn by hand. And the outfit is completed with a golden mask, blue leggings, sword scabbard, all created by Robert Lamarche. Purchased accessories include the golden slippers, filigree pomander, and assorted jewelry. Designer Shelley Rogers created this piece, Lucrezia Borgia. Shelley began sewing at age 12 when her school offered homemaking classes. She made all her own clothes through high school, winning many awards. She studied to be an occupational therapist and believes man can influence the state of his health by use of his hands. Her use of hands created this Lucrezia Borgia gown with handwork and a passion for excellence. Jennifer Ridgway is our model. This gown is made of silk, hand-sewn. It is of white acrylic blend, heavy gold threads, sewn by hand. The bodice is princess cut and falls just below the waist. 6 rows of hand-sewn pleating formed to fit over the hips. The back of the bodice comfortably cinched with cording. No boning or internal additions structure this gown. This is a design by Robert Lamarche again. The model is Jonathan. This ensemble was created to reproduce as closely as possible the costume designed by Mr. George Stewart for his historic figure of Cesare Borgia. This stripped-down yet darkly elegant attire shows Cesare in the guise of an early Renaissance bullfighter, reflecting his militaristic and some say cruel nature. Again, in the fashion of late 15th century Italian Renaissance, this costume consists of hand-embroidered and beaded black velvet, vest, coordinating short breeches, black tights. All of the applique decoration and metallic gold trim were sewn by hand, although not included in the original historic figure of Cesare Borgia by Mr. Stewart. Completing the outfit is a harlequin mask created by Robert Lamarche. Our designers, Shelley Rogers and Robert Lamarche, work together in this next piece, worn by local family lawyer Joseph Rund. This is Rodrigo Borgia, Pope Alexander VI. While his ensemble was created to reproduce as closely as possible the costume designed by Mr. George Stewart for his historic figure of Pope Leo X, it is safe to assume that Alexander VI wore similar attire in his Vatican chamber. This creamy white cassock forms the foundation of all the religious vestments to be worn over. We will have our ladies and lords come back up on the runway, please. This is the close of our first show. We hope you enjoyed it and you feel inspired to create or purchase a costume of your desire. We encourage you to join the Borgia family and the Miss Title holders below downstairs in the marketplace, our great hall. Have them sign in your swag bag. Perhaps take a quick painting with your favorite figure in the portrait gallery. Check in at the mezzanine. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye, gentlefolk. Join us downstairs again in the Great Hall.